Okay, we're going to work on individual blocking right now, and I think the question we need to ask ourselves first before we even start to block is, why do we block? That would be the first question. And we don't just block to block. I think a lot of players just get up there and make blocking moves, and they really have no clue why they're blocking. For us, we're blocking because they can score. If they can't score, we don't block. Okay? So the question is, can they score? And to answer that question, we need to see the hitter. So we're going to go through these keys here for blocking, but keep in mind, can they score? Can I see the hitter? What is the hitter doing? Okay? The first thing we're going to work on right now is our basic three-step crossover. Some people might call that a three-step swing blocking move. We just like to call it a three-step crossover or a three. We're going to swing our arms, but I don't think swing our arms is the key to this. I think the 3 steps is key, so it's part of our bunch read here. So the 5 keys we're going to work on right now are 1, 3 steps. Second we're going to work on is our arms are going to go down, back, and up. The third key we're going to work on is slow to fast. See the hitter, which is the 4th key here, but is kind of lingering through this these 5 steps, and then get in the low seam. All right, so let's get to the net right now. Okay, so the first key we're going to work on here, is 3 steps. Okay, so we want to use 3 steps right now to make this 3-step crossover move. And our first step just gets us going in this direction. Our second step gets us to this hitter, and then our third step gets us square to the net here. So let's see 3 steps by you, Lydia. 1, 2, okay, 3. Good. Go again. So Lydia's starting inside here in this bunch read, helping out in the middle a little bit, and she's going to take 3 steps, starting with her right leg first. Okay, good. Go again. Again, she's starting with her right leg first. Okay, good. And let's everyone go through this. One common mistake we make here is a lot of times blockers will pick up this left foot, so it turns into a 4-step or it turns into a 2-step. We want to make sure right now that, again, this left foot is planted and this right step is our first step, and we cover some ground here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. That was good by Lauren. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, we're working, keep going girls. We're working on 3 steps right now, but the key for coaches is to understand that I'm only working on 3 steps right now. I'm not worrying about their hands. I'm not worrying about their eyes. I'm not worrying about whether they're in the low seam. I'm just staying on task here and just looking at 3 steps. The other part of this, hold on guys, I may ask the blockers, because again we want you mindful on 3 steps here, to count it with me a little bit or count it out on your own so they know they're doing 3 steps. It's hard to do 5 steps and count 3 steps, so let's maybe count it out on your own here. 3 steps. Okay, good. 2, 3. So we hold our blockers accountable right now for understanding. Make sure we count. 1, 2, 3. Good. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The second key we're going to work on here is going to be our arms, and they're going to go down, back, and up. So for let's go on this side of the net now, so that we can get this angle. Our 3-step swing block move right now is the exact same as our spike approach, okay, except it's a 3-step version of our spike approach. The first step, we want our arms to go down. We don't want our arms to go up. We don't want them to swing. We want them to go straight down. Okay, I think in the olden days of volleyball, we would teach our blockers to keep our hands up at all times. Right now, we want to keep them low as much as possible. So we want to get our hands down first. So the first step is down. On the second step, our arms get back. They don't go out. We're not going to bend them right now. They're going to get all the way back, and then our third step, they're going to go up. So it's down, back, and up. Again, the key is the first step, the arms down, back, and then up. So let's go on a line right here. Lydia, why don't you start?
After we block, do we go that way?
After you block, yeah, go around Kevin and come back that way. 1, down, back, up. Good. So, again, the arms are here, but they get down right away. Straight down. Down, back, up. Good. Down, back, up. Good. Down, back, up. Good. down, back, up. Good. Make sure you take a first step here. Watch out for a sec. We're taking the step and putting our arms down. Okay, it's not good enough just to put our arms down and not step. It turns into a two-step then. So it's step, arms go down, and then they go back and up. Down, back, up. Good. Down, back, up. One of the things at TCA that we're always trying to stress here is aggressiveness and getting after it. Okay, I think we're making some pretty good blocking moves right now. Can we be more violent is the question I'd ask. So instead of just down, back, and up in slow motion, can we be violent so the arms really get back and get over? And if you net, I'm fine with that, but can we be aggressive and violent maybe? So down, back, and up, but it's an aggressive move here. Back and up. Good. I'm not worried about netting right now. Good. Down, back, and up. Good. We're going to work right now on creating momentum when we block. Okay? A lot of traditional blocking systems, or maybe some lower level teams will start our blockers out here so they can get straight over, which is pretty good. What I want to encourage us to do is to be able to run fast, jump high, and block balls. Okay, so we're going to start in this bunch read right now, and the best way for us to create momentum here is to go slow to fast. So our first step is going to be slow, and we're gaining momentum. Our second step is going to be faster, and our third step is going to be fastest. So what I want us to do right now is, again, the first key is 3 steps. We worked on down, back, and up with our arms. Now we're going to go slow to fast right now with our approach. So slow, faster, fastest, and be dynamic here. Okay, so Lydia, go first. Make sure you're mindful right now. Okay, make sure you're mindful of slow, faster, fastest, and that last step is explosive in nature to block the ball here. Slow, faster, fastest. Good, you should be looking through the net, you know that. Slow, faster, fastest. Okay, I want to see us really get faster. So it's slow, faster, fastest, just like a spike approach right now. Slow, faster, fastest. Good. Okay, good. Slow, faster, fastest. More aggressive, the last step. The last step, last 2 steps have to be more aggressive. Good, Lauren. Okay, we need 3 steps. Hold on a second. It's important, again, coaches, as we go through this, that we're slowing our players down to be mindful right now. And right now you guys are working hard, which is good. Thank you. But we got to be mindful on the key right now, which is slow, faster, fastest, explosive, okay? So let's work on that. Slow, faster, fastest. Good. Slow, faster, fastest. Slow, faster, fastest. Good. Okay, we need 3 steps, Cassie. Slow, faster, fastest. Slow, faster, fastest. Okay, hold on a second. Target here. So this is another thing we may add in this progression here, just so the girls are a little bit more mindful, and again, this skill is more specific. Steve's going to toss a ball that's just a basic back set that's pretty high somewhere here. So I want you guys to see this go slow, faster, fastest, and explode and get over here. Okay, so slow, faster, fastest. Good. You slow down a little bit at the end. You want to go from slow to fast right now. Slow, faster, fastest. Good. Good. Slow. Slow, faster, fastest. Good. So again, we're just trying to create the slow, faster, fastest here. Now we're going to work on eye work right now, and we're going to work on seeing stuff. Okay, volleyball is a motor, visual game. Okay, the motor is what you do. So all this stuff right now, 3 steps, down, back, up, that's motor programs right now. We're creating these movement patterns. Having said that, the visual is what you see, and I think the visual is far more important than the motor. Okay, so we're going to work on our visual right now. So a drill I like to do is, Cassie, come block here. So we want to make sure that our hitters are looking at good stuff. You're going to block me. Are you ready? Okay. Warm up my shoulder right now. You're going to block. I'm going to spike. Okay, so Steve's going to toss, and you're going to block. Are you ready? Are you sure? This is a big part of your career right here. All right. Okay, so I'm going to spike. Whoa! What just happened? I fell. Maybe on purpose, and you did what? She jumped. So, obviously Cassie's only 14, so we can pick on you a little bit here. Cassie's not looking at the hitter. And I think that's a great test for your blockers. Are they looking at the hitter? So if I do this again, I have a feeling that Cassie's not going to get fooled. Ready? Okay, so what did you just do there? She blocked because I can score. Okay? And then the next time I do this, Cassie doesn't block because I'm not jumping to hit. So now we've got this hitter here who can read. And again, this is the most important part of blocking, I think, is our ability to read. So how do we train this? All right, let's get in the line here. Lydia, go first. As a coach right now, we can use a ball, but actually, hold on a second. In our pre-practice warm-up, we're not going to use balls because there's people flying all over the place. But we're going to challenge the girls to look through the net. So a lot of us are looking at the ball and then the roof. But the question is, does the ball or the roof tell us what the hitter is going to do? And obviously the answer is no. So when Lydia makes this blocking move right now, the key is her head is going to be looking through the net at the hitter. She'll look at the ball once and then get on the hitter, and her head is down the whole time and looking at the hitter. So what we can do is I can stand here just pretending I'm going to hit, and that was perfect. Go again. You see Lydia's head is on a swivel staring clearly at the hitter right now. So looking at the hitter. Good. And Lauren is looking at the hitter. Good. Now we're going to change this a little bit and become a little bit more complex in our reads. Lydia, go first. Okay. We talked about slow to fast. And in a perfect situation, Steve, toss the ball here, please. In a perfect situation, we want to go slow to fast. In a perfect situation. But sometimes we're in a hurry and we got to go fast to faster. So what I'm going to do here for Lydia, we're going to add the ball in a second here, Lydia block. I'm going to go fast sometimes, you're going to block fast. Then I'm going to go slow sometimes, and you're going to block slow. I might go inside, I might go neutral or middle, or I might go outside here. So maybe I'm going fast here. Go fast. Good. So she goes a little faster because she's looking at me. Okay, Lauren, that's fine. Now maybe I'm going to come slow and inside here. So she's going to slow down and go slow and inside. So we're not just going through blocking patterns just to block. We're creating, hey, you two go again. We're creating this situation where we can read. And again, we can see and then we can read. Okay, so now maybe I'm going to go fast to the pin. Okay, Lydia's going to start again. And one of the common mistakes our blockers are going to make here is Lydia took a false step. Okay, because she's in a hurry right now. Again, Lydia needs to get to the pin, she's got to take a big first step and push off this left leg like we talked about in the first key. So go again. Go fast to the pin, push off the right leg for you, and go quick. Go, quick. Good. So we've got a 6'3", 6'2", 6'3" blocker here who can go fast and get all the way to the pin. Okay? And then we've got Lauren here. Let's try that again. Go fast to the pin. Good. So we can start inside and still seal the pin. Those are the basics of our 3-step swing blocking move, or our 3-step footwork pattern starting in a bunch read. And it's the crux of our blocking movements right now. And we're going to use that to build on the rest of our blocking sequences here. Where we're not going to be able to use a 3-step swing move, and we need a variety of other footwork patterns to defend other sets. And the first one we're going to talk about is a 2. And the 2 is good if you have to move in a short amount of space, and we want to get right in front of the hitter. Maybe it's a quicker set, or maybe it's not to the pin, and again, we don't have time to use a 3-step swing blocking move. So for the 2, we want to start with our knees bent and maybe in this athletic position, and my hands are in this neutral position. Okay, I don't know if we need to be high because then we've got to drop them, and I definitely think they don't need to be down, but somewhere in this athletic position here, maybe shoulder height. Knees are bent, and we're going to push off with the outside foot and then the back foot. And we're going to land in an athletic position and then jump. So it's here to here and then jump. Okay? So we're in this athletic position, push, and again, we're athletic. One mistake I think a lot of younger players are going to make, or older players if they're not well trained, is they're going to stand tall, they're going to bend, they're going to go, they're going to be tall, and then they've got to bend again. So it turns into 3 or 4 different maneuvers. We want 2 moves. 1, and then up and over. So let's try here at 2. Athletic position, and land in that athletic position, and knees bent, and then straight up and over. Good. Good. Okay. Take your time and be mindful right now. Good. Knees bent. 1, 2. Good. And Lydia, go again. For our taller players, we've got to work on their center of gravity right now, because a lot of times they get tall and they start to go side to side. So we want to make sure when they land, their center of gravity is balanced so they can go straight over, as opposed to landing here and being off balance. You might get injured or injure someone else. So it's here, center of gravity, straight over. Let's try that. Good, perfect. Next thing we're going to focus on is what we call a quick 3. So we want to get outside and we're in a hurry. Maybe they've set a slide that's faster, or the left side ball's a little bit faster. So we need a footwork pattern that can get us going quickly. And we may not have time to use our arms here. Pay attention, please. So we're going to call this a quick 3, and it's the numbers are allocated to the number of times your feet hit the ground. So 3-step swing move is a 1, 2, 3. Your feet touches the ground 3 times. The quick 3 is the same thing. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, and then jump. And let's go through this move, and we'll talk about some fallacies that we have here with blocking. So 1, 2, that's a 4. That's fine. Lydia, start first so you can demonstrate. So it's a quick 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Good. 3. Good. 1, 2. That's just a 2. You need to be mindful right now. You're just going through the motions. That's okay. Hold on a sec, guys. We have to be mindful right now because it's 3. So you got to talk it through a little bit. Okay. Let's watch Lydia, who's pretty good at this. And again, it's 1, 2, 3, jump. Okay. So it's a little bit quicker. Okay, and the hands may stay taller here because it's a faster set. Let's have Lauren and Lydia just go right now. Good. Quick 3. Good. The question in the quick 3 is, what if we drift? And drifting's bad. My answer to that is drifting's actually pretty good. So if we've got to get out there in a hurry, it's okay to drift a little bit as long as our hands get back in the seam. So I don't mind us going a little bit faster and a little bit of drift, but then get your hands back into the low seam. Okay, so drift is okay here. Or maybe drift happens. Okay, good. Quicker with the feet. Good. Nice hands right there. Quicker with the feet. Quicker. Good. The thing we're going to work on here is what we call at TCA pink, or it's a triple block. So we've got, let's see here. Let's have Lauren's right there. We've got Adam back up. Adam's a pretty good hitter here, and especially on a girl's net. He's really good. And we've got Lauren here who says, hey, instead of playing defense, I need to block Adam. Because we understand the principles in volleyball tell us that more blockers are better than less blockers. So what Lauren can do now is, we've talked about a 3 and we've talked about a 2. So we're going to put them together here. And we're going to call it a 5 to go and block this big hitter over here. So the first step for Lauren is a 2. 1, 2. And then we're balanced. Then the second step of this pattern is a 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's a 5. It's a 2, then a 3. And we're starting in the left side bunch position here to get all the way out to Adam, who's this hitter here. So go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Lydia? And you guys can jump in here as well too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, even though we're teaching here, Lydia's not looking at the hitter. So we got to remind them to look at the hitter. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not looking at the hitter. You got to look at the hitter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how this would work now, let's put, Lauren, get in here and block middle. Lydia, block right. Start in here. Courtney, start right here. Okay. So if this were our 3 blockers here, and we were coordinating the 3 of them, Steve, give me the ball for a sec. If the pass was here, Courtney might take a 2-step down to get moving, and then the 3 of us are going to go and make this block out here. So we're not going to be in perfect sequence because the game doesn't happen that way. So you might jump first, you might jump second, you might jump second. It doesn't happen that way. We kind of just jump when we think they're going to hit and score. Okay, so let's try it all together here. And Courtney's going to yell pink, so our end blocker knows when we pink, because we have 3 blockers, we can't give the line. So Lydia's going to hear pink and know I've got to take this antenna here, so they can't hit line. Okay, so you're going to say pink, and then we're going to get into a. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to take a 2 first. Okay. So start over and take a 2-step. Good. And then sit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, they're jumping at different times, but that's perfectly fine right now because we're just trying to get 3 blockers up. So let me toss here. Okay. Okay, so I just tossed that way, and you're not looking at the toss. So we want to treat our players from day one and teach them how to read. So reading is waiting to see what happens first. Okay, so. And that's what it might look like in a game. It might be a little discombobulated, but we're trying to get 3 hitters up. The notion that we can all jump at the exact same time, to me, is very primitive. The idea is, let's get some people over and block this hitter right now. Okay, so. Good. And we're not always going to be perfectly closed. That's okay, too. Okay. Oh, we've got these different footwork patterns here, and what we can do at the start of practice is incorporate these different patterns so the girls can master these different movements here. So on our own here, and on the board, there's some numbers that we talked about, 3-3-3, 5-3-3, 5-2-2. Those connotate the different footwork patterns that we're going to use. So all 4 of us come at one time. We can go on our own. 1 here. So this goes back to our warm-up. Now, why we don't have time, and 1 here, and then 1 here. Let's go. Move quickly. So this is why we don't have time to run in practice, because instead of running around the gym, we got to focus on blocking footwork patterns that are really important. So on your own, maybe work on you can do 3-3-3 a couple times, and then a 3-2-2. You can do a quick 3-3, and then maybe a 5-2-2, and then you can do whatever you want. Just make it up right now, but different things you need to work on your own. You're not going together, just on your own. Okay? So again, looking through the net on their own, they're doing these different footwork patterns here. Quick 3 by Lydia there, good. Quick 3 by Lauren here, good. Okay, good. All right, quick drink.